Yes, go ahead, please.
There are a few questions that are off topic on the
Okay,
chat
go
window.
ahead, yes.
So, okay, the first one goes, Shalom Kovalev.
Mhm.
Regarding the erva of the married women
Mhm.
with her hair, and also with the prohibition to sing in public,
Mhm.
could this prohibition apply also to speak in public, specifically to ask questions in a Shiur Torah? Thank you very much, Kodo.
So that's an amazing question. So, so speaking in public, it's absolutely not. Yeah, I mean it's forbidden for a Jewish woman. So why? Because she starts speaking, all of the attention is going to be to her. Even in a family like a gathering. So if it's only close family, there is no problem. But if there are guests, so it would be absolutely not appropriate for a woman to speak. Right? I mean, in front of other gender, in front of the men, basically. Yeah. So for men, there is no problem. They can speak. For women, to speak publicly, absolutely not. And what else was it? Second part. I apologize. What was the second part?
No, our friend was asking if it was allowed for a woman to speak in public, specifically in a Shiur Torah, for example.
Thank you very much. Okay, so as the question is Shiur Torah, so it's if possible to do in writing, so it's better to do in writing. So if she's like if she's in the back or something, right? So or behind Mechitza and she ask a question, and not all of the men are going to turn around and see who is asking, so that there is no problem. But otherwise, yes, when everybody is going to turn around, that's not appropriate to attract all of the attention.
So what happens if, for example, there's like a wedding, and it's kind of crowded, like there's a lot of people invited, and the mother of the groom wants to, I don't know, share a few words in front of the crowd. Is she allowed to, or that will be frowned upon?
Absolutely not allowed. So it's proper for women to sit on one side and have mechitza, right, separation, and men sit on the other side. So she can share whatever words she wants with all of the ladies. So as I said before, we have many halls that men on one level and women on another level, and children just travel back and forth. You understand? So she can dance with all of the women, and right, she gives speeches, they give toasts, so whatever they do to the scholar, there is no problem. Bless her, she bless others, there is no problem. Using microphone and do whatever they need to do, they want to do, but not in front of the men. Absolutely not.
Thanks, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the next question. Thank you for the answers. Additional question regarding modesty for women speaking in public. Can women speak about work in company within a group of both genders? Sometimes in work or in school, it's required to do presentations. Are those allowed?
I mean, at work, she has no choice. So basically, if the problem only be with Jewish men, if she's talking about in front of the Jewish men. Non-Jewish men, of course, it's proper to minimize as much as possible, but technically after the fact, so we would allow her, yes. Because it's not optional. If it's optional, if it's possible to avoid it at all costs. But if it's not possible, so this person, she's a leader of the group, she has to do a presentation, of course, she does a presentation in the short and modest way, and that's it.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So there's another question that I think I missed. I'm sorry about that. Our friend says, Shalom Kabbalah. should I understand correctly that as it's forbidden for a Jewish woman to speak in public, she shouldn't teach online even if her voice isn't heard? Because any man could hear her voice. Thank you very much, Godot. And the second part of the question would be if making questions on Shiurim online could be also forbidden. Thank you very much.
So when somebody cannot put a voice to the picture, to the image, there is no problem. Especially since there is such a leniency. Of course, we don't rely on this, but just so we know all of the opinions, there is such a leniency with a woman singing. So it says, this leniency says, if you do not know how she looks, so you are allowed to hear her singing. Of course, we don't, but since we respect that opinion. So if it's only voice, there is no problem. So for singing, some say there is no problem. So needless to say, for just asking the question. So if she's teaching little kids, there is no problem. But teaching adults and these rabbits, and I mean she can have like Zoom or whatever Skype meeting with other ladies. There is no problem. But the problem is recording, because guess what? One time your husband would like to see who else was in the class, and he want to see the recording, all of the other women. You understand? That's the problem.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So as far as, let's say, our Shiurim with LevLeib, would it be okay if women would ask questions like with their own voice?
Yeah, because we don't know how they look. I never saw anybody, so Baruch Hashem. So I never saw how many most of my students look. Do I care? I do not care. I mean, it's not about looks, as we said about the Shidduchim. We're talking about person. We're talking about his soul. He's dedicated to Hashem, even if person a hatchback. So, like, unless he asked me, like, if there is a leniency for a hatchback, yeah, I would try to look up the leniency. But otherwise, like, does not make any difference. The same laws apply to all of the people. So some people have this the series of classes, Welcome to Judaism. So they say, no, it's for converts. It's for converts and for Baal Teshuvah, people who do not know what Judaism is about. What is the difference? It's exactly the same material, exactly the same. You understand? So that's the thing. Okay, go ahead. What else? So meaning what? So we don't need to see don't put your picture, don't upload your picture on your profile or something. So we don't care how you look. We don't care. We only care about learning material and trying to advance. That's only our common goal. Okay, what else?
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So the next question goes, Shalom Kodarav, if a woman is working remotely and the meeting is conducted through Zoom, is she allowed to have a profile picture for the company?
Usually, okay, so that's very interesting thing. In my company where I used to work, so it's sometimes they would force people, and at one point they forced people. They hire a professional photographer, and he made the pictures, and everybody would put the picture. But then later on, so somebody lost their picture, this and that. Some people would complain, and then just stop bothering them. So just same is here. You understand? So you can do some other pictures. So if they ask you, no, we need to see you. So do some, I don't know, some very vague picture or something. And then later on you can remove it. Works many times with me. So I don't need anybody to see how I look and stuff like that. So I mean, to keep people more professional, not to look at everybody's picture. Okay, what else?
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
We have another question on the chat window. Says, thank you for answering. With the love. Additionally, is it permitted to put one's profile picture on LinkedIn?
No, I mean, what is the difference? I mean, they see your what is it? You see your qualifications. So why should they see your picture? Right? If they want you to invite you to a job interview, that is a different story. Of course, you go there, or they want to conduct interview over the internet, like some company do today, to save time, to have energy, to save everything. There is no problem. Of course, you turn on your camera, you talk to them. There is no problem whatsoever. But the picture and the profile, there is no there's no need for everybody to look at your picture. They should hire you based on your qualifications, not based on your look. Unless it's like a Hollywood company or something. Yes. What else?
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.